And welcome back to Bitcoin Advisors channel. My name is Chris, bringing it to you here from Westlake Village, California. It is a beautiful day out there, and I'm going to jump right into it. Not only am I going to tell you where I think the rally will end, but I'm also going to talk about where I think I'll be entering my next larger Bitcoin purchase as the macro conditions have changed, have reversed, and we're going to go over the X factor, which is the bond crisis paired with a recession and what that potentially means for Bitcoin. First thing I want to jump into, though, is some Bitcoin news. The Kabisi letter, another great comment, says U.S. regional bank stocks hit another new low with First Republic Bank down 91% this year. This comes after Treasury Secretary Yellen said the U.S., quote, will no longer consider insuring all deposits. Yellen's comments will prove to be the biggest mistake of the crisis. Secondly, been a wild week in crypto. We still have another day to go. Sushi got an SEC subpoena. We had the FOMC meeting. They came out hawkish. SEC charged Justin Sun. And what's the other guy? The boxer. Can't think of his name at the moment. Coinbase got a Wells notice. I noticed they did change one of their banking partners. And Airbnb, the Airbnb drop. The ARB airdrop. And we saw Do Kwon finally got arrested. Counts of fraud and various other charges, wire fraud. And don't think that's going to work out too well for him. Nice tweet from Arthur Hayes says, Yellen starts off the week slowly on the road to yield curve control. Welcome to the start of financial repression. You can either be a sucker or a saint as far as your capital is concerned. Treat your capital well and it will treat you well. Bitcoin to $1 million. And additionally, post on the Fed's balance sheet seeing that they've unwinded quite a bit of the quantitative tightening. Now the liquidity entering the market, 8.734. I believe that is a billion. Don't quote me on that one. But essentially, this has happened just over the last few weeks. We've seen the liquidity shoot up. So that does line up with Bitcoin being able to take a massive leg higher. Now, let's get into Bitcoin's price action. First thing I am going to bring to our attention, I want to talk about the 4-day time frame and the pivot we've been talking about all week. Any kind of a tick below here, look, it just barely got down there, but did not tick below the last 4-hour low coming in. I keep redrawing this line, depends on what exchange you are on, but call it 26,500, 26,600. Any kind of a tick below there. I'm looking for a quick move down to 25,000 and with potential for more. So that is kind of the line in the sand if you're still hanging out and hoping for what could be the end of a good week when it comes to the Gaussian channel. Again, this one is very, very potent on the 5-day time frame and on the weekly time frame. So if the 5-day does close anything like this, we are just well above. And we have been saying, hey, look, at some point it will come and test the topside channel. Hasn't done it yet, but close enough is close enough. Weekly time frame. So we went over this at the beginning of the week. We wanted to see a weekly closure above the mean band, which is coming in at, call it 28,000. So we need some upside action over the weekend. And with the NASDAQ down 42, S&P up $2, and pretty flat market. We did call this one out yesterday on the live stream saying, hey, any kind of tick above yesterday's high would give us a free ride up to the 9 exponential. So the dollar did put in a pretty nice bounce. And if we close anywhere here or higher, is there going to be bullish divergence? No. No, there's not. So that does give us room for more downside next week. However, where can the bull traps come in? You know, a bounce could get as high as the 618, but I do suspect some more downside continuations on the dollar, which would bode well for more upside on Bitcoin. And back onto Bitcoin. So to give it away here, upside target, you know, if Bitcoin is going to take another leg higher, my upside target would be 32,000. But ultimately, I would say that something like this is definitely in the cards. Bitcoin can be extremely volatile. You know, 20% moves are just a sneeze in Bitcoin land. So to give you an idea on a, you know, if that did draw down, that would be a 24% downside move. Right now, as long as we are closing dailies above the 26.5 level, you know, the I would say, you know, chances are of a little bit more upside going into next week. But again, as soon as that area gets violated, it can move quick and fast to the downside. So, you know, if you did take a long position from somewhere down here, or even right here, you might consider taking some off. For more conservative traders, I would say, you know, everything off a little bit better. Again, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. So we went over the 4-day, we went over the Gaussian channel, and the last thing I want to check out is CMEs on the weekly time frame. I'm going to throw the Gaussian channel up there one more time and see where it is at. CMEs tends to have the stronger signals. So getting rejected on the 5-day at the mean band, we would want to see a closure today anywhere here or higher. If this does close as a rejection with volume curtailing, this could be a bit of a hammer and a reversal type candle. So anywhere here or lower on CMEs is, you know, going to goose the odds in the favor of the bears. This one will not close for another 5 days and 5 hours, though. So that means, I guess it's already technically closed for today because it's going to be off this weekend. And usually the first time getting back to the bullish control zone after being away from it for some time is typically a sell. What else do we see? Volatility is declining. So a mean reversion bounce would not be unheard of after a, you know, nice 58%, 48% gainer from the 5-day time frame. Let's see if there's anything else that is showing us anything. 2-day Stokes are still up. Momentum's to the upside and will remain up as long. 3-day Stokes are still up. Volatility is just beginning to expand. So, you know, this is a indecision candle if we close anywhere here like this. What else? What else did I notice is that the dollar did not play inversely during the FOMC meeting. And, you know, as the dollar shafted down, Bitcoin went down with it. So again, kind of an oddity, an irregularity in the market there. I want to get this Gaussian channel off, not put it back on. Let's check out ETH Bitcoin pairing on the daily time frame. We did say anywhere here or higher at 0.65. That would confirm this as a local low. So the low has not confirmed yet. And, you know, typically bullish divergence, you want to see this come back down, put in a lower low in price and a higher low in RSI. Volatility is beginning to curtail back over, so still could line up for a bounce. Again, Bitcoin dominance and the ETH Bitcoin pairing. We did say that, look, Bitcoin dominance could go up. And this is the deviation we're looking for above the top side of the range. This range is going back all the way to May of 21. So it's going to take some brute force to break that. But as that does break, altcoins will lose in their Satoshi pairing. Doesn't mean their dollar pairing will go down, but in general, expect the weaker altcoins to be weaker, the stronger altcoins to be stronger. And I think that's it. I'm going to wrap it up with that. So if you're looking for that next altcoin run, we want to see this come down. When this starts to come down and we confirm this as a local high and we head back down to the median range, that'll give the altcoins a chance to breathe and a chance to run. That's it for today, guys. So I hope you have a blessed and highly favored rest of your day, rest of your weekend, and I will be back on Monday. Take care.